You need.
What happened to having a civil conversation between a teacher and a student?
Pascal.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and on Twitter, The Pascal Show, one word. Hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this, but be sure to hit that join button. Like I've always said, $4.99 a month helps me fuel this show so I can keep giving you your stories of the day, okay? And I got some stories today. Bruh. This is insane, okay? We got to jump into this one. A teacher allegedly throws an object at a student during a controversial conversation about Ma'Khia Bryant. I am not kidding. I am not kidding, and we are going to show you guys the video too, because this is absolutely ridiculous. But a teacher at Central High School is now on paid administrative leave. She should have gotten her ass fired. They should be firing her ass, but I'm sorry for jumping the gun already, but you already know where I'm going to go with this one. On administrative leave after allegedly throwing an object at a student during a discussion about Ma'Khia Bryant. On May 3rd, so this is only 2 days ago, y'all, an 11th grader by the name of Javon Seals heard two of his classmates talking about NBA player Lebron James. His science teacher. This is the science teacher, y'all. This has nothing to do with this is not even in the wheelhouse of her subject that she's supposed to be teaching. Just want to say that really quick, okay? His science teacher joined the conversation and expressed her dislike for LeBron James. Seals said he asked his teacher why she's not a fan of the NBA player. Seals said his teacher did not like James because the basketball great made a social media post on Twitter exposing the addresses of officers involved in the shooting death of Ma'Khia Bryant. Now, the thing is obviously, if you don't remember, there's last couple weeks ago, LeBron James did a tweet basically saying "you're next" when he was talking about the shooter that killed the officer that killed Ma'Khia Bryant. Okay, and so that particular situation has gone viral, and he, of course, has now said he has apologized about it, saying, I opened up a can of worms that I didn't mean to. This went a step too far. I didn't mean what people are alleging. What I said when I was trying to say something else, etc., etc. Okay, so a lot of people feel some type of way. It has turned into a very polarizing conversation. Now they're having this conversation in the middle of science class. All right. Now, Javon Seals is, of course, this young man has every right to think however he wants, just like the teacher. The teacher has her opinion. He has his, right? But then suddenly this happens.
Okay, because he did wrong.
Excuse me, if that was your daughter, you want somebody to stab your daughter right in front of a cop?
Look.
No, answer the question. Would you want somebody to stab your daughter in front of anybody?
This is not about that. This is about... You need...
No, clean their mouth then.
Man, Major, don't throw nothing at me. Chill out.
She straight up threw something. She straight up threw something.
Because you're wrong.
You don't understand. You need to understand. You need to understand. You need...
A black female was over another black female with... About to stab an...
Y'all tweaking.
You do not have to be disrespectful with your...
I wasn't even being disrespectful.
Because you're being disrespectful to me right now. You don't have to be disrespectful.
There's the video. All right. And now, allegedly she threw something at his head. Allegedly she threw an unknown object at his head. Other students have told Seals this is not the teacher's first time getting upset during controversial discussions. Okay. Now, this is what he says here, okay? I tried to explain to her how LeBron was feeling, where LeBron was coming from, Seals said. After I tried to tell her, that's when, as you can hear in the video, her getting highly upset, yelling at me. As I'm trying to explain my point of view and LeBron's, that's when she got mad at me and threw something that was on her desk at me. Other teachers heard the commotion and entered the classroom. That's how bad this argument went. Okay? Seals said the teacher and the administrator told him he was being disrespectful to his teacher. So another teacher walked in, and the administrator also came in and said, "How dare you be rude to your science teacher?" When the science teacher was the one throwing things at Javon. Now, you hear it in the video. You hear right then in the video. It doesn't sound like he is doing anything that bad. He is having a controversial conversation with his science teacher during science class. Okay, first off, let me just be real here. Number one, I don't understand why a science teacher is trying to have a conversation about LeBron, all right, whether she likes or dislikes LeBron. It's science class. That conversation shouldn't even be happening in the first damn place. Number two, it's a controversial conversation and you're a grown-ass woman. You're a grown-ass adult. So why don't you adult more? Picking up something and throwing it at a young black man does not solve or improve your point anymore. Does not make your point any more solid. It makes you look like a dumbass. It makes you look like you're younger than Javon Seals. Now, if you guys are having this argument, you can turn this into a teachable moment. You could turn this into a debate where you guys can have a civil conversation in the classroom. That's what the classroom's supposed to be for. Educating and molding these young minds and letting them, making them, allowing them to think for themselves, to think outside the box, to challenge them. But by you throwing something at this kid's head, an unknown object, allegedly, at this kid's head, you are just basically saying what you say is the highway and his way is no way. And that's ridiculous. If you're going to have a conversation like this in the between of talking about protons and neutrons, right, then you should be using this opportunity to teach the children and allow for him to have his moment to speak and vice versa. This should have been a completely different situation than what it was. Now, I hope to the great good God that they fire this woman's ass, because here it is. There's no reason for teachers to be around teaching the wrong way to handle an argument or handle a controversial conversation. She is the leader of that room. In that room, she is in charge. And if she's showing that she's losing her cool, then she's showing that every other person in that classroom can also lose their cool in that exact same way. The other thing, too, let's not forget as well, don't you ever throw anything to my child, throw anything at my child. The hell is wrong with you? A classroom is supposed to be a safe environment for people to learn, not feel like they have to learn dodgeball. This ain't dodgeball, y'all. This is not dodgeball. It's science class. And it ain't even political science class. It's just science class. So she should have also, on top of that, said, hey, we cannot have this conversation in this room. I'm sorry, but we have to keep going on to the, talk about the cerebral vortex or whatever the hell you guys are talking about. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason for this conversation to be had in science class. And that woman clearly does not know how to be a teacher and also doesn't even know how to be an adult. This woman should be fired. F that. Fire that girl's ass. Bye. Anyway, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. You know what? Let me know what your thoughts on this one. You know what I'm saying? Here it is. We right now with the Ma'Khia Bryant situation, it is extremely polarizing. It is an extremely polarizing conversation. Okay, and everyone has their right to get their voice heard on that situation. All right, but at the same time, when you are trying to have a conversation with somebody, and it may be a little heated, and you may not agree, both of y'all don't agree, it does not mean that you throw things at each other. This is exactly what's going on in the country right now. Instead of us actually listening to each other, we're quick to hurl whatever it might be, whether it is objects or slurs at each other. And that's never going to make us all get along or even meet in the middle. It's counterproductive, guys. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Hit that like button down below. And let's not forget to crush that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyways, time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.